So David, thanks for joining me today to talk about your story, your accident, cycling, and the new highway code rules coming into force. First of all, can we go back and talk a little bit about your accident and what happened back in 2016?
Yeah, of course. I was cycling home from work, and I was in a cycle lane, and I don't remember anything that happened. I only know this from a witness that saw everything happen. But apparently, a transit van pulled alongside me and then basically just turned left in front of me onto its driveway. I apparently had no time to react whatsoever, and my bike hit the van, and then my head hit the van. So I went head first into the side of the panel of the transit van.
And I'm guessing the repercussions of that were huge.
Yeah, I spent almost a week in hospital, a number of broken bones, but the main thing was my sight. I couldn't see properly. They initially thought it was an eye problem, but it turns out it's a brain problem, and I have extreme double vision, which is also tilted. So if I walk or if I take this patch off, I'll start sloping off to the side, and I can't use both eyes at the same time. Each eye takes a picture that goes a point in the brain, and the brain fuses those images together to create one image. My brain can't do that, so they just float around. So I have to wear the patch at all times now.
And as I mentioned, the highway code rules are changing. How do you feel about the helmet part of those rule changes? Because you have said that the helmet saved your life. Had you not had that helmet on, things would have been very different. Oh,
absolutely. I welcome these changes in the highway code. I've read through them, and there's a couple in particular that I really do welcome. The part about the cycling helmet, I can't stress enough the importance of wearing a cycling helmet. There's absolutely no way I'd be sitting here talking to you today if I hadn't been wearing a helmet. Was traveling just over 20 miles an hour. I went head first straight into, literally head first at 20 odd miles an hour into the side of the van. There's kind of only one winner in that sort of battle, and it's the van. Without a helmet, I dread to think what would have happened to my head.
And there are some other rules that you've picked out that you think are really important changes too.
Yeah, Rule H3, which covers states that cars must not cross the path of a cyclist. I mean, that's exactly what happened to me. The van overtook me, pulled level, and then turned in front of me. For whatever reason that they did that, but most people wouldn't do it, but some people do. And I guess if that legislation had been in at the time of my accident, the legal battles that followed would have run a lot more smoothly, and it would have been a lot less stress and worry for myself and family.
How can a cyclist keep themselves safe if they're heading out in 2022?
Well, one of the main things they've got to do is wear a helmet. But there are other things that they can do to just help themselves in the event of an accident and to prevent an accident. If I was cycling now, there's no way I would cycle without having a GoPro fitted to my bike. Without the witness, my issue would have been a lot more difficult with regards to litigation to deal with. So definitely a GoPro. I know that the code says to have lights on at night, but to be honest, a small front and back light during the day, it's not an inconvenience to the cyclist. So it's another method of them being seen. I would certainly take out some kind of insurance. British Cycling do cycling insurance, which is cheap, really, really cheap. It's not even, I don't even think it's a cup of coffee a month. But they have their own specialist legal teams that will take on any cases for you. That was a huge help for me. And really simple, like an ID band, because your phone's locked. So if you come off your bike, they need to know who you are. But the main thing is the helmet, and a properly fitted helmet, not something that you've had in the garage for 10 years.
You are doing wonderful things with photography now, haven't you? Your life has really kind of changed course.
Yeah, my life couldn't be any different to what it was before. I suddenly found myself a 47-year-old student at the Arts University of Bournemouth, and yeah, I think it was bad, it is bad, but you've just got, you know, when it does happen, and it will happen to some people, you've just got to get on with life and really just make the best of things, really.
Thank you so much. Thanks, David.
You're welcome.